Hi guys, I am back with another video. I hope that you all are doing well and shining your light bright. I do have a new hairstyle. Let me know what you guys think. I wanted to go for something a little bit more grown, a little bit more sexy. If you're thinking about getting a new hairstyle, just go for it. You might as well. You might as well.
You might as well.
I'm not here to talk about my hair though. I'm here to talk about why we self-sabotage. And it's something that we unknowingly do. It comes from our subconscious. Self-sabotaging can look like different things. It could be procrastination, negative self-talk, looking to be perfect, avoiding challenges, being defensive or dismissive. You're unwilling to collaborate. You're scared of failure, and you have low self-esteem. We do these behaviors unknowingly. And I want to talk about why we need to change it and tips to help you be more aware of your self-sabotage. Sometimes we are stuck in our life. And sometimes we wonder why we can't move on, or we wonder why is life always presenting us with challenges? What's going on? We keep ourselves stuck in the same position and unable to move forward within life. When you're self-sabotaging, you are thinking small and you need to be thinking big. To stop self-sabotaging, it requires dedication and it requires effort on your behalf. It's time to move on within life. It's time to progress. It's time to stop being stuck. It's time to stop doing the same things
Over and over and over again.
It's time to stop going to the club every weekend. It's not time for that no more. It's time to live your life to the fullest, being the best version of yourself that you can be, being the most motivated and inspiring self that you can be, living your best life. Of course, if you want the best for yourself. You cannot make anyone want the best for themselves. This is something that they have to realize. This is something that they have to see for themselves. If you meet someone and they don't want the best for themselves, don't even deal with that person. Why are you going to waste time with someone who doesn't want better for themselves? Why are you going to waste your time and energy and your breath in trying to prove to someone that they deserve more? Don't waste any more time with people like that. Go on and live your best life and open the door for them. Tell them what it is and ask them if they want to join you. And not everybody will join you within this journey of life. Some people will stay behind while others move forward. Let's start off with talking about how you can identify patterns within your behaviors, your thoughts, and your actions. Are the consequences to your actions showing that you are engaging in self-sabotaging behaviors? Consequences is not a bad word. The definition of consequence is the result or the effect of your own actions. So when you think about consequences, think about what are the results and what are the effects of your actions currently having. You have to identify patterns within your behaviors, your thoughts, and your actions. You have to identify patterns within the consequences. Are the results and the effects of your actions showing self-sabotaging behaviors? You have to challenge negative beliefs about yourself and your abilities. Sometimes we downplay ourselves a lot and we say we can't do certain things because we don't know how to, or we think that we are unable to learn how to do something. You have to question the validity of those negative beliefs that you have. You have to replace these negative beliefs with more positive and empowering thoughts. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. In this world, no one is your biggest cheerleader. Everyone roots for themselves. And you have to learn how to cheer yourself on. You have to learn how to motivate yourself. You have to learn how to empower yourself. You have to learn how to be your biggest supporter. You are the only one that can take your life far. No one can take your life far for you. So in taking yourself far, you have to be more empowering. You have to start being more positive within yourself. You have to start thinking positive thoughts. You have to challenge those negative beliefs that you have within you that have been programmed in you from the day that you was born, within your parents, within your school, within your community. You have to challenge however many years you've been alive, that many years of negative beliefs. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's something that you have to continuously do within your life, because within your subconscious, these beliefs are ingrained into your brain. When you find yourself having a negative belief about an external situation or an external factor, you have to become consciously aware of that negative belief, and you have to change it into a more positive thought, into a more positive belief. You have to ask yourself, why are you thinking that way? Why are you having this belief to this external factor, to this external situation? You have to question yourself. And we don't question ourselves. We don't question ourselves because we were taught to not question. In school, it was like, okay, you're asking a lot of questions. Or when you would raise your hands in school, you never got picked. So it's like our questions were sometimes dismissed by adults. And we were taught to not ask that many questions. And we were taught to just believe that that's the way things are when we would ask a question. So we don't know how to question others, and we don't know how to question ourselves. And we have to learn how to question ourselves. We have to learn how to question our beliefs, our thoughts. We have to see if the thought and the belief we are having is indeed how we really feel inside about that external situation or external factor that is currently happening. And it could be nothing going on. It could just be that you look at something and this thought or this belief pops up in your head, and that's from your subconscious. And then you have to question, why are you having this belief? Why are you having this thought? Where is it coming from? You have to start asking questions about, where did you get it from? Who taught you it? Why did this happen? And that's how you challenge a negative belief. You might feel a little bit of discomfort in questioning yourself, but it has to be done. You have to question yourself. You have to see, you have to realize, and you have to be aware of where these thoughts, where these beliefs originally came from, and who taught you it, and why. You have to get used to the habit of questioning every time these thoughts come into your head, every time a belief comes into your head, every time you see something and you feel a certain type of way. You have to question, why are you feeling like that? You have to question, why am I thinking about that person like that? Why am I thinking about this situation like that? Why am I feeling this emotion? What is it within that situation or within that person that is making me feel that way? You have to get to the root of these beliefs and thoughts, and you have to challenge them over and over and over again. That is how you make something a habit. It's not that you do it once and you're done. No. You have to continue to do it. You have to make it a habit. You have to stay disciplined. And that leads into being self-aware. We have to recognize and understand our thoughts and our feelings, our emotions, our behaviors, our actions, our motivations. We have to understand it. We have to be aware of it. You have to stay consistent, and you have to show dedication. This is how you become a better person. This is how you become more aware of who you are. You become more aware of your likes, your dislikes. What is it that you need to work on within yourself? The best relationship that you can have is with your own self. It's not with anybody else. It's with yourself, because every relationship that you are in or you go through, it could be a romantic relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be parent-child relationship. Every relationship that you have within your life, it all depends on who you are. And are you being self-aware? Are you able to control your actions? Are you able to control your emotions? If you can't control your emotions, if you can't control your actions, then it shows that you really don't have no self-control over yourself. And a person who doesn't have self-control over themselves is no bueno. You have to learn how to keep your composure within certain situations. You can't just act out because that's what you automatically reacted, and now you're facing the consequences to your actions. You have to realize what you're feeling in the current moment. What's the emotion? You have to pause before you act. A lot of the times we don't pause before we act. We just do and then suffer the consequences later. But how about thinking about the consequences before you decide to act, and as soon as that thought comes up, think of the consequences then. Don't think about them afterwards. Within all of this, we have to practice self-compassion. We are so mean to ourselves. We talk to ourselves so negatively and so nasty. When we're about to do something, we hear a voice inside our head that says, no, you don't know how to do it. Don't do it. Let somebody else do it. Knowing damn well that you are able to do it and you are able to accomplish something. It's like we have that voice inside of our head that tells us we're not good enough, or that we are unable to complete a project, or we are unable to get something done on time. We have to tell that voice to be a little nicer, be a little kinder, be a little bit more patient. Don't talk to me nasty. Talk to me nice. Be aware of that voice inside your head. Let me ask you this. Let's say that you walk into a room. What's your first thought as you are walking into that room and everybody just turns to look at you? Is your first thought gonna be, ew, why are they looking at me? Do I have a booger on my face? Or is your first thought gonna be, damn, I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling confident, all eyes on me? What would be the first thought that would come into your head if you were in that situation? Would it be a negative, downgrading thought? Or would it be a positive, empowering thought? Comment down below. I bet that the first thought that would come into your head would be, I have something on my face, because why would everybody turn around to look at me? Why would it not be that you're looking good, you're smelling good? Why does it have to be something negative? Be aware of that voice inside your head. Be aware of that thought inside of your head and tell it, hey, don't give me a mean voice. Give me a nice voice. Talk to me nicely. Don't talk to me bad. Don't tell me mean things about myself. Say, I want to hear good things about myself. And watch your brain and that little voice inside your head start telling you all the good things about yourself. We also experience this when we're going through a hard period in our life. When we're going through a hard situation in our life, that voice in our head tends to put us down, and it tends to talk to us so disgusting. It tends to tell us, see, this is what you get, or no one really cares for you, no one really loves you. It tells us all these kinds of things when we're feeling our lowest. But to change that around, you have to tell that voice to give me more empowering thoughts. Give me more positive aspects about myself. Tell me how to better myself. Tell me how to get out of this situation. Don't let me get stuck. You have to learn how to ask your mind to give you tools and to give you resources that are going to help you and not automatically put you down. With the current things that I have just talked about, it requires practicing self-discipline. It requires turning that discipline into a habit, and then it becomes automatic. Get into changing your environment. Let's say your friends, your family, they're always putting you down. They're telling you things that don't make you feel good about yourself. It's okay to cut them off. It's okay to only deal with them on a case-by-case basis if you absolutely have to. But you know, you come first. So don't let anyone that is trying to ruin your vibe come and tear you down. You need to be around people and environments that uplift you and are grateful for you to be within their life. We need to show more love to each other. You need to reduce your temptations. If you know that going out to a bar always ends in a terrible situation, don't go out to the bar. Don't put yourself in that position. Or you can go, but practice self-control. You have to stay resilient within life. It's a journey, and setbacks are natural in life. You have to keep moving. You have to learn from your experiences. There's no pause within life. There's no wait, life, I'm going through something, I can't deal with it right now. You have to keep going. Life waits for nobody. Life doesn't wait for anybody. So thinking that life is just gonna wait for you to get your shit together, it doesn't work like that. Life continues on and everybody else's life goes on. So why not stay resilient and deal with those setbacks as you go throughout life? Learn from them, learn from the challenges, learn from what you can do better the next time when you're presented the same situation. We have habitual thinking patterns, and so automatically we have these thinking patterns and habitual ways of behaving that come ingrained within our subconscious, and it becomes automatic. So you know how when you're texting and you can not even look at your phone but continue to text? That's automatic. That's because your body knows where certain letters are on the keyboard. When you're driving, that's an automatic behavior. When you're riding a bike, that's an automatic behavior. That's an automatic action. So we have these automatic thoughts and we have these automatic behaviors that we're unaware of. And the key is to become more conscious. This journey of life, it requires you to constantly be aware of what's going on within yourself. You have to be aware. You have to come out of that autopilot mode, doing the same thing over and over and over again. Switch up your routine. Your routine is what determines how you're gonna behave and how you're gonna act. If you're tired of the same thing, of living the same life, do something differently. Wake up a little bit earlier. Go to sleep a little bit earlier. Take a break for work. Go outside. Walk in nature. Smell some fresh air. Smell some New York City air. Do something different. Get out of that autopilot mode. Stop being a robot. I see too many robots. I see too many clones. I see everybody trying to do the same thing. I see everybody doing the same thing over and over again. Every weekend, you're going to the same place. Every weekend, you're at the bar. Every weekend, you're in the club. You don't get tired of clubs? It'd be like 40, 50, 60 years old in the club. Like, I don't see nothing fun about the club. I don't see nothing fun with paying $400 for one bottle of Don Julio and having one table. We could have fun in our own houses. We don't have to go outside and do the same thing over and over and over again. Going to the same places over again. The doorman know your name because you're trying to be known. Stop being so defensive and dismissive when people are trying to help you. If someone is trying to get you to see something, stop being so dismissive and so nasty and so rude. Most of the times, we don't even know. When someone critiques us, we take it so to heart when it's not even that serious. Take whatever they had to say and improve it. Next time they see you, you fixed whatever it was. Criticism is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it helps you realize things about yourself that you didn't know and that other people are too scared to tell you. So sometimes your hater is their biggest blessing because they're gonna tell you that someone else doesn't want to tell you. So it's up to you to decide, how do you want to live your life? Do you want to live your life continuing to self-sabotage yourself, or do you want to move forward within life? You have the choice. No one can make the choice for you. So make sure that you choose wisely. Make sure that you are spending your free time learning new things or watching educational things that can help you see something differently, give you a new perspective. Spend your time talking to other people. Be open to information. Don't close anyone off. Don't close off any messages because you think that you're too good to be listening to messages. Don't do that, because it could be a message from God. It could be a message from the universe telling you something that you need to hear at the moment. Stop thinking that you're better than other people. Stop being so egotistical. We are too egotistical. Just know this: you can only have one thought at a time. Although the mind likes to move very, very fast, you'll have one thought and then it'll jump to the next thought and it'll create a chain of reactions of thoughts regarding one topic. Be aware of that one thought whenever you do experience a self-sabotaging moment or a self-sabotaging thought. Watch how that one self-sabotaging thought turns into a chain of reaction of thoughts. Notice it and become aware of it. Learn how to deal with it. Learn how to shut it off and learn how to replace it with a more positive, empowering one. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know if you guys are working on becoming the best version of yourself. I want to hear it. Follow me on my main Instagram page and follow me on my quote Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me everywhere. Go watch my YouTube shorts. I have so many shorts that can help you be the best version of yourself. I want you guys to shine your light bright. I don't want you guys to have anyone dimming your light. I want to inspire that light within you to shine the brightest and do your best that you can within this journey of life. Let's make the most out of it. Let's stop being robots. Let's stop being on autopilot. Let's make the best of this journey of life that we have. Let's live it to our full potential, our fullest ability. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, shine your light bright. Later, guys.